Features with Livingston and Tangela too, and our host Vincent Van Dahl, and he brings it to ya. Creature features and all creatures and all features, and the creature gonna get you tonight. You better not turn out your bedroom light. He'll grab your head and give it such a bite. You may even die, just from a fright. You ain't nothing gonna be, baby. You ain't nothing gonna be alright. Cause the creature gonna get you, baby. Don't get you tonight.
Good evening and welcome to Creature Features. I'm your host, Vincent. You're no doubt priorly familiar with my dashing butler, Mr. Livingston, and my sweetly demure housemate, the outspoken Miss Tangela. And we have a most monstrous program in store for you tonight. First up, our film. We shall present Giants from the Unknown from 1958. This is a remarkable film about a giant from the unknown.
Is that all you have to add?
Indeed it is. I haven't seen the bloody film yet. Have you?
Of course not.
Why, thank you. Tangela has recently seen this movie and informs me that it is a sordid tale based upon magical grounds located in Pine Ridge, California, that are able to mysteriously preserve living things using a form of suspended animation, and that this process captured a giant conquistador named Vargas, who is later unleashed by lightning to wreak havoc upon the good people of Pine Ridge, whilst he attempts to find a decent serving of paella in the nearby town of Fresno. Actually, I made up the part about the paella. Joining us to watch this film about a giant Spaniard is a giant in his own right, as we'll have a visit by the wonderful Buzzy Martin. This man can sing, play guitar, write books, and does kind deeds for those in his community. He'll tell us about his past exploits and adventures, let us know what he's currently into now, and perhaps even offer to tell Vargas the giant where he might find a decent paella in Central California. So don't go away, for it is to be another night of giant paella fright, right here on Creature Features. I'm beginning to think you don't like paella. You really should try it sometime. Stay tuned. Welcome to Creature Features. We've got a fun night planned for you tonight. You know why? Because we've got a good movie and we've got a great guest. We're joined by Buzzy Martin. And, I was expecting when they told me a bloke named Buzzy Martin was coming that you were going to be like really super short buzzed hair. And here you are with this wonderful mane.
I have hair.
No, it's wonderful. But, I don't know if that moniker fits a man with long hair.
Well,
But you do play guitar, right?
I'm kind of a buzzy guy. Yeah, I play guitar and sing, so I'm buzzing
and perhaps
around.
you have a poor fret job on your guitar neck, and then you would be Buzzy,
buzzing
a
away.
Buzzy guitarist.
Right.
Who knows? Anyways, wonderful musician. He's done all kinds of stuff. You've written a book. We're going to look at that.
Wrote a book all by myself.
You're into these types of films.
I love these films. I can't wait, to talk about this. I seen it. I thought it was great.
We're going to talk about films. We're going to talk about music. We're going to talk about your shoes. Show us those. Look at those. Those are incredible. Those are incredible. Most people do not come on with better shoes than me, and you're a first.
Well,
and I like that.
I dressed down. I dressed down for this. I made sure that I dressed down. I didn't want to be in competition, so I put on my household shoes. This is what I wear when
I love seeing high fashion.
Well, I wear this when I do the laundry and stuff. So,
you do?
Yeah.
No,
this is not dressed up.
I'm more fascinated by the fact that you do laundry.
I do. I love laundry.
I just put my clothes in the freezer and they're clean. All right, let's go ahead and get started with this film.
I'm ready.
And when we come back, we're going to find out everything about you, right?
Let's do it.
All right, you guys, do not go away. It's going to be a fun night. Let's get started with Giant from the Unknown, 1958. See you soon. Welcome back to Creature Features. If you're just joining us, you're somewhat tardy, but we will forgive you this time. We're watching Giant from the Unknown with a giant from the known, Buzzy Martin, musician extraordinaire.
Well, I don't know about that, but I'm trying to be the best that I can.
Well, you're succeeding. This film, so I'm told by our director that they filmed this at Big Bear, which is close to Los Angeles.
It looks like Big Bear.
It's like Los Angeles' version of Lake Tahoe.
Exactly.
Right. However, I've been to Big Bear once before, and I saw neither a bear nor a big bear. So
I seen some little bears, and I wasn't
You saw
Yogi
little
Bear,
bears
but
in Big
I
Bear?
seen some little bears. I didn't
In
see
Big
the
Bear?
mom, but I did see the little bears.
Well, that's not good. If you see little bears, you should get away.
And you're not supposed to run.
I
I don't know
would
what you're
run.
supposed to do, but I'd run.
No, if you see a little bear, that means there's a mama bear somewhere,
Right.
and you do not want to contend with a mama bear.
No.
Either real bear or human.
Well,
Don't want to do that.
that's a bear of another story.
So anyways, he was saying that they filmed up there because they were trying to avoid the union.
That union thing, the money deal.
Union, no, they wanted to have a union thing, but they wanted to be an independent thing, and
One step ahead of them.
Right. Kept
Always.
moving. Kept moving. No, who knows? They probably ended up doing the last scenes in the Mojave Desert or in Death Valley. Have you ever been to Death Valley?
Well, I used to live in Death Valley for a little bit.
You lived in Death Valley?
I did. For a couple of weeks, it was just too hot, and there was nothing to do, so I just had to come back up here.
I was going to say, why are you not dead?
Well, I got used to it.
Is it not population zero?
Right,
in
and
Death Valley?
that's why it was so boring to me, because
Right.
there was nothing to do, so I just had to
You were
come
like
back.
the last man on Earth.
Well, that could be a
Wow.
good movie right there. We
you
should do that.
Right. Can you imagine a summer in Death Valley?
No.
That would
What
be
a suntan. Ooh.
Right. It's like 5 miles from the sun, right?
Right.
Right. All right. Let's talk about you. So you've been doing music for how long?
50 years. Long
50
time.
years.
Yeah. Makes me feel old when I didn't think about you said that.
I don't want to do anything I like for 50 years, let alone be in the music business.
Oh, man, I love it. That's what I was born to do. I couldn't do sports. I was a really wussy kind of a guy. I wasn't going to help with my hands and stuff. Didn't want to do that.
No, all musicians are like that.
Yes, I couldn't do shop
That's a common
class.
denominator.
Hit a hammer, forget it.
Either
So,
you're creative or you're a sportsman.
right, wasn't going to do sports.
And have you ever met a creative sportsman?
Not too many.
Their art is terrible.
I know, and they
No,
probably,
I've seen it.
although I must admit, my first guitar was a tennis racket.
But you were just, that was like,
I was just
it was an
pantomiming.
upgrade from air guitar, right?
It was this great air guitar.
It was an upgrade
Just
from
being
air guitar.
Pete Townsend, I loved it.
You should have been mimicking a banjo because the shape is more.
Banjo's too happy. It's just a happy. You can't play blues or rock and roll on a
You've
banjo.
never played banjo?
Never played. It's
I learned to play
four-string.
banjo. It's wonderful.
Although they have a 6-string banjo now that I thought about getting, but it just makes you too happy. You
So
can't
you're a
play blues.
guitarist, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. So you cannot think the same way. This is what you have to do. You have to completely change the way you think
Right.
to take banjo. He wants a 6-string banjo because he plays 6-string guitar. Now it's the other way around. This hand does all the work, and this one is just relaxing.
Well, actually, you can play banjo strumming or picking.
Right.
So,
well, if you're
however,
strumming,
you want to be a
what's that
picker
gonna
or you
be?
want to
That's
be a
gonna
strummer?
No, that's going to be like the old style music, old timey music. If you strum it.
That's true too.
Bloop, bloop, bloop.
The
All right.
bloop, the bloop.
We're
the bloop.
going down another track. We should be talking about horror films, and we're going to do that when we come back.
Sounds good.
But let's get back to the film.
I'm in.
And we're going to talk about your background when we come back. That's right. All right, let's get back to Giant from the Unknown, 1958. We will see you on the other side of the break. Bye.
This is Livingston, and you're watching Creature Features. Not now. Stay tuned. This portion of Creature Features is brought to you by CreatureFeatureStore.com, the official merchandiser of Creature Feature accessories.
Welcome back to the show. If you're just joining us, we are watching Giant from the Unknown, and our guest is Buzzy Martin, who has stepped away. You know, I think he had to take a call from his agent.
Perhaps. He seems to be rather popular.
No. Well, you know, when you're a good musician, which I used to be a good one, you get phone calls all the time.
Do you?
All the time. No. Your phone continuously rings.
That's why we turned it off.
I'm saying that with a grain of salt. Anyways, let's do some mail because people send us mail, right?
Good.
We have to read it.
This is from a Mr. Walter Alexander in Wyoming, Michigan.
Wyoming, Michigan. There's no such place.
I beg to differ.
It cannot be. Wyoming, Michigan. Maybe Michigan, Wyoming. Perhaps you're reading it backwards. Wyoming, Michigan. That's incredible.
Near Grand Rapids.
Near Grand Rapids. All right, what do we got? This is a handwritten letter. Vincent Tangella and Mr. Livingston, here are a few movies that your show might be able to show. That our show might be able to show. Colossus, The Forbin Project. Oh, I don't know about this. I think we tried to get this one once before, did we not? Horror Express, we've shown this film 2-3 times already. Everyone is sick of this film. It's a good film. It's a wonderful film, but we've shown it a few times. Please give this one a chance. They Saved Hitler's Brain, 1968. You know, you are probably the third person to suggest this film. And, you know, obviously it must be a good film if we're getting readers suggesting it. However, yeah, Hitler's Brain, do we really want to show something about Hitler's Brain?
No.
Not that it's, you know, necessarily a bad movie, but it just sounds so depressing, does it not?
Quite.
I don't know. Anyways, all of the Nazi parts are near the end of the film. This is a very typical B movie. It's really disjointed from scene to scene. Has very poor plot flow, so please give it a shot. Yeah, he's saying only bad things about it, and he wants us to show this film.
It's what we're known for.
All right. Well, who knows? Okay, Walt Alexander, thank you so much for writing to us. And next time you write to us, explain how a city in Michigan got a name like Wyoming. This is confusing me more than your movie suggestions. Next up, Mr. Livingston.
Some artwork.
Oh, very nice. How you doing, Tangella? You good? She's so quiet tonight. So, did you say something to her?
Surely you jest.
Yeah, all right. Oh, look at this happy bloke. He sent us a note. All right. This is from Greetings Creature Features. Where's his name? Rick Nelson Arts. Right? Does that jibe with Rick Nelson in Lehighton, Pennsylvania? Greetings Creature Features. Noble Mr. Livingston, the gentleman's gentleman. Have you ever been called that before?
Yes.
All right.
Often. By good people.
Tangella the mischievous sprite, and the loquacious master of ceremony, Vincent. Rick the retired diner guy here for a second time. Once again, you guys are the bomb. Best horror hosts ever. Wow, that's quite a compliment. Here are some new art. Hope you like it. All right, let's see what he sent us this time. Oh, a lovely rendition of Miss Tangella. Look at this. Hold that up for everyone to see. And, a rendition of Mr. Livingston that looks a lot like our artist. He gave you the same eyes. Here, hold that up, and then hold this one next to it. All right. Yeah, see, the eyes are the same. I think he's got a certain thing. Oh, this is wonderful. Look at this one. This is a rendition of Andrew after having a chat with Tangella. Yeah, that looks like him. And this one, oh my God, this is hideous. This is me. Oh, that's terrible. I'm not showing this one. That's terrible. Oh my God, you were doing great until you got to the one with me. Forget it. Anyways, thank you for the wonderful art, Rick, and we hope you'll send us more, and we hope you'll send a better one of me, right? How do you like the one of you? You like it? Do you think it looks like you? It looks like it could be like your sister. That's what it looks like. It looks like it could be your sister, and his looks like it could be your dad, your papa.
Perhaps.
Right? Maybe. Who knows? Anyways, more mail?
One more from Reggie Hodges, Portal, Georgia.
Portal, Georgia. Nice. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, this is created by a child. To Tangella from Juliana. Juliana, here, you should open that. And let's see what else we've got in here. We've got a handwritten note, perhaps. Yes, we do. And this other piece of paper. This looks like another child's writing. All right, now this is Juliana again. All right, let's start with the one from the adult. Reggie Hodges and Juliana Dent go, Dear Vincent Livingston and Tangella, we love your show. I often watch your show with my 6-year-old granddaughter, Juliana. Tangella is her favorite. She has drawn her a picture and sent a letter. Keep the shows coming. Love to all. Reggie Hodges and Juliana Dent from Portal, Georgia. Let's see the photo. Oh, look at that. Looks just like you, too. No. She has teeth just like that. She covers them for the show, but the rest of the time she has fangs like that. All right, here's another letter that she wrote. She goes, I watch your show with Grandpa. I like it a lot. Juliana. P.S. I'm 6 years old. She writes quite well for a 6-year-old. Yeah, there are 60-year-olds who write to me, and I cannot read their writing. And Juliana, you wrote so well, I was able to write it without having to squint. It's wonderful, is it not?
Impressive.
You write better than he does. I can hardly read. He writes like a doctor. It's like, if I need a prescription, I just have to have him scribble something, and I can get a prescription for anything I want, right?
Well, that was it.
That's it for mail. If you'd like to send us mail of your own by email, send it to the address you see appearing under my knee. Or if you'd like to send some interesting artwork or a note with notes from your 6-year-old, send it to the postal address you see right here. We'll be back with Buzzy Martin soon, but first let's get back to Giant from the Unknown.
Hello, YouTube viewers. Have you subscribed yet? I see a few of you have forgotten to do so. I am somewhat disappointed. Please subscribe. Thank you.
Six days, you say?
6 days.
6 days.
Wow.
Only took 6 days to make this film.
Bam. In and out.
I cannot even choose a new pair of shoes in 6 days.
Whew.
It
That's
takes me much
pretty
longer.
darn good.
Yeah. Anyways, thank you for joining us. If you're just joining us, thank you for staying with us. If you're just staying with us, we are watching Creature Features. We're watching Giant from the Unknown 1958 with our friend Buzzy Martin, who's a musician and amazing, right? No.
I love the look on your face. I'm a musician and...
Well,
Now, I got to ask you real quick.
I know so many musicians that, you know, there has to be something else.
Right.
Right?
Oh, I'm something else.
No,
But
no.
I have a question, though.
Yes.
You're reading letters off.
Right.
The one from Wyoming, Michigan.
What about it?
I'm from Wyoming, Michigan. That's
I
so
don't
ironic.
believe you.
Well, I'm telling you, you know.
I think this is a lie you
Well,
created on
it's
your way
not.
back to the chair.
Yeah, because it goes when people ask me where I'm from, I say Grand Rapids, Michigan, because you would never hear
I know
of
this
Wyoming.
place.
Right. So Grand Rapids, Michigan's a big deal, but nobody would hear of Wyoming. And I'm hearing you reading this letter. It's like, well, wait a minute.
So there is actually a place called Wyoming,
Michigan, where it was built for the whole General Motors plant. That was the whole deal. So
Really?
Wyoming was all built for the General Motors. There was a 50-mile block radius where everybody lived, and you worked at General Motors.
So I have a question for you.
Yes, sir.
Is it perhaps at all possible that they named the state of Wyoming after your city?
You know, I thought about that, and there's a great possibility of that. And I'll check
Because
that out and get back to you.
Michigan came first, right? Moving west?
Right.
I don't know.
Well, anything's possible.
Right. Wow. Good.
That's good. I was wondering
so
about
you
that.
still play music?
I still play music.
I had to stop.
You had to stop.
No, I diddled with things around here,
Right.
but no, the music business was terrible.
It's challenging.
Oh, it's more than challenging.
Yeah, it's a challenging gig to do, but I believe in what I'm doing, and I'm really happy doing it, and I inspire a lot of people, and it makes me happy, let me tell you.
All right, well, if it makes you happy, then it makes me happy, then it makes you happy. But it did not make me happy for very long.
Well, I can make you happy.
Well,
I can sing to you later.
No, well, that's wonderful too, but I mean the actual business portion.
Well, the business, we could talk rock and roll. The business is pretty grim, like the Grim Reaper, but, you know, you're trying to go out and show your wares and stuff, so playing music for yourself and people dancing, it's pretty good.
So he's a dedicated musician because he only cares about the art.
I do.
See, I tried to make a bloody career out of it.
Yeah, well.
It treated me well for a while, but after some time it was like...
It's all about rock and roll. It's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll.
It is a long way to the top. However, the tour bus is no fun.
Well, the tour bus can get pretty stinky, let me tell you.
No. Have you seen the loo?
Well, that's a whole other segment in itself.
It's made for little people.
I know.
It's not made for normal-sized
Or when you're
beings.
driving on the bus and you have to go to the bathroom and you're doing this.
That's right.
That's not good. Or sleeping.
He knows.
Or you're like six other guys and they all stink.
That is a scene in a nightmare film.
Well,
you know, if you want to make a horror film, make one about going on
musicians
tour.
on the road.
No, on the road. That would be
3 o'clock in the morning with stinky shoes and stuff.
Right.
Farting,
Right. Terrible.
all that stuff.
Nightmare material. All right, let's get back to this film, and when we come back, we're going to take a look at your book.
Let's do it.
All right, off we go. Giants from the Unknown. See you soon.
Hey, this is Shelley Maychuck. I was just calling to let you guys know that I absolutely love your Creature Feature show.
Hello, this is Livingston. Apparently, one of my newly acquired domestic duties is to request help for our show financially by asking you to visit our Patreon page. Your generosity will help keep Creature Features on the air, which I'm not entirely sure is a good thing. However, with only a few dollars a month from you, your kindness will allow us to continue creating new programming each week, which apparently some of you curiously enjoy. And should you have the desire to give even more, you might even receive a gift from Ms. Tangella. I think not. Please visit the website below to learn more. Thank you.
Driving away, I think of everything that has happened to me at San Quentin. In the last 12 sessions, there have been 3 lockdowns, 2 executions, and a couple of gang fights. I pray the kids in juvenile hall never see the inside of San Quentin. It'll crush their souls within hours. Next week, I'll have a new class in H unit. I wonder what is around the corner if I really want to know. Tell me, sir, are you a serial killer? Now, obviously, you did not. You're not a tenant.
Just Frosted Flakes. That's about the only cereal that I kill.
Right. This is your book.
This is my book.
Don't
yeah, very
shoot.
proud of it.
I'm the guitar man.
Correct.
And when you say don't shoot, this would be the guards. You don't want the guards
yeah, and
to
how
shoot
that
you.
came about was H Unit. H Unit is a prison inside the prison. It's for all these guys that are going to get out in the next few years.
Right.
So these guys have nothing to lose.
Right.
And they would call me the guitar man. And so the guy would hit the button and go, guitar man's here, music class in 10 minutes. So now I know there's 1,500 guys walking around the main yard. And these guys can come up to you because there's yellow tape everywhere. And when they look, they can get real close, but they can't touch you. And one night, one of the officers, you don't want to call them guards, one of the officers said, if you ever hear guns being shot off, just look at the cat towers and put your guitar down and put your hands in the air. And I thought, I'm just going to yell out, don't shoot him, the guitar man. And that's how I got the title of the book.
So how did you get that gig?
I work with a lot of court and community schools and juvenile hall and probation camp. And these are little kids as young as 8 years old that want to go to prison.
Right.
And so one of the teachers at juvenile hall said she had a friend of hers that was going to start a pilot program of San Quentin, doing a music program. Would I be interested in doing 12 weeks?
My goodness.
And I thought, if I could at least get some kind of an idea or a song or something that I could bring back to these kids to let them know that going to prison is not what they want to do, why not? So those 12 weeks turned into 3.5 years, and I kept a little audio tape going the whole time, little cassette tapes. You remember those kids? And so I kept that going, and then by the time I was done, I had this book that I wrote. And then at that point, everybody that read the manuscript said, man, I couldn't put your book down. It should be a movie, and it sounds like you're talking to me. And 12 years later, here we are.
So someone's going to make a movie on this.
Movie's made. Yeah, I'm really excited. It's coming out this year.
Don't shoot, I'm the guitar man.
Yeah,
Well,
man.
Is that the
movie,
title of the
no,
film?
the movie's called Guitar Man.
Guitar Man.
Yeah, but it's a great movie. It's won a lot of film festivals, and we're real excited.
So it's finished.
It's done.
Oh.
Oh yeah, it's going to be released this year. They're in negotiations right now. It's all good.
Is it some big ticket item or like an independent film?
Well, it's going to be a big ticket item.
Right.
Oh yeah, man. It's I'm real excited by it. And
So who plays Buzzy?
the guy's name is John Parsons. John's a Bay Area guy, a musician. He's got better hair than me, and he could act really good. And I was really happy of how he turned it out.
Nice.
Yeah, it was really great.
Did they give you a cameo?
No. At the end,
they
I
should give you a
talked.
bloody cameo.
I'm not. Yeah, I
Made
was.
you
I
a
was pretty
prison,
nervous.
a prisoner, or
I was shy.
oh, you were shy.
I'm a shy boy. Yeah. But at the
You
end,
don't, you don't
at the
appear
end
to
of
be
the
very
movie,
shy
I do
tonight.
talk. Well, that's because I'm hanging with you.
You got over it.
Hey, I have to tell you, I'm thinking about moving out this way.
To Bodega Bay.
I'm thinking about it.
Why?
There's some property I'm looking at, so I may.
Where?
Well, right close to you and John. And I'm thinking about doing it. I could build a studio out here, whamming and jamming on that. Let me get throwing parties.
Well,
Tangela would be dancing in the night.
So let me tell you the problem with that. I considered making a studio too, and that bloody foghorn blows every 30 seconds.
Thought about that. We could fix
Every
that.
30 seconds.
We can fix it.
No, we could get Tangela
Put a
to
muffler
fix it.
on it.
Tangela could fix it.
Maybe.
They're just going to repair it again the next day.
Well,
though.
that's all right.
All right. Well, what do you say we get back to this film?
Let's do it.
All right, back to Giant from the Unknown. We'll see you on the other side of the break.
Mine.
So, Buzzy, the bloke who did the makeup in this film also did the makeup for Frankenstein, The Mummy, and The Wolfman, Jack Pierce.
Great guy, man. Great makeup. I got to tell you what.
No, he's
I was
talented.
way impressed.
Right. No.
He knows his stuff.
But, how much makeup do you really have to do on a giant? Right?
Well, it depends on the day.
Right? Especially a conquistador version of a giant.
I'm sure it took a little bit of time, but he did a good job. I was impressed. I love the movie.
He's a big man.
Right.
No, they had to do that. All right. So, anyways, you told me during the break that you know Tom Waits.
Yeah, old Tommy, man.
You're friends with Tom
I
Waits,
am.
and he's a local, I understand.
He lives around here. There's
Right.
a bunch of these musicians that are popping up around here.
Right, right.
Good guys.
No, I don't blame him. I'm here because another musician told me to get out of L.A. And move up. And he told me to go to Tiburon, though.
Yeah.
No, I didn't like
it. I like it
Tiburon.
right here. Bodega Bay's
Yeah, no,
happened.
no,
you
Bodega
got,
Bay's nice.
you got all the really nice.
Tiburon is an unusual. Everybody wants to go take photos of the Golden Gate Bridge.
Right.
It's ridiculous.
Out here, they take pictures of, well, the ocean.
That's right, which is fine.
And you go back home and you see a picture of the ocean.
No, you see birds.
There's a lot of
No,
birds.
I take lots of photos out there. All I get is birds.
Well, that's why I'm thinking about moving out here, because of the birds.
Oh.
The old Alfred Hitchcock, you see that.
Well, you know the bees are nice too.
Bees are great.
No. If you go up to Bodega Head, there's a place. I call it Bumblebee Land. Right, and it's like these sandbars, and there's all these bumblebee nests.
I should go out there and check it out.
No. So bumblebees are solitary bees.
Right.
They do not make hives. They each have their own home. So it's like a condo land. Oh, this is a true story. You're looking at me like I'm crazy. It's true.
I'm thinking about that. It's
No. It's
all
true.
right, no, I believe you.
And you go there, and you can sit right next to this place with all these little holes in the ground, and all these bumblebees will fly in and out. None of them will bother you.
They're busy doing the honey
Bumblebee land.
thing.
Everybody talks about the birds in Bodega Bay. It's the bees.
Well, you don't want to put them together. You don't want to say birds and the bees.
Right. No,
That's
that
a whole other
connotes so
movie.
much. All right. So Tom Waits. So what's he like in person?
He's a good guy. Yeah, you can always tell when he walks up to you and goes, "Hi, Vincent. How you doing?" He
So
has
that sounds like a New
voice.
York.
He has that voice. Yeah, absolutely.
And he was in Dracula.
Yeah, he was Renfield. He was the guy eating the bugs.
My goodness.
Oh yeah, man. He's done a lot of
Right.
movies.
Yeah.
He's a nice guy, a great songwriter. I think he's one of my only friends that I get a little nervous by because he writes such great songs.
Right.
Jersey Girl.
And he's still active musically.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
he's still doing it. Unlike Huey Lewis.
Oh, I know Huey.
Yeah, Huey he's done because he can't
There's
sing
something
anymore.
wrong with his voice now, right?
Well, it's ears.
Oh, it's his ears.
It's the ears.
Oh.
It's the in-ear monitors
Right.
that these guys have, and
Right.
loud rock and roll.
No, I was actually good friends with Mario Cipollina. He's the one that told me I should move to Tiburon.
Oh, right. I know
Right.
Mario really well.
Right.
Good
no,
guy.
Yeah, Mario's well known.
John
right?
Cipollina's little brother.
John Cipollina's
From what
little
band?
brother. Right. I don't remember, but I think he's
Quicksilver-
dead, right?
Well, yeah, most of them are all dying. Everybody's dying.
No, but he's
Quicksilver
been dead for-
Messenger Service.
That's right.
Yeah, that was John
Right.
Cipollina.
Yeah. All right. We're going into this realm where our
I'm
viewers.
just following the black hole
Right.
here.
Right. All right. What do you say we wrap up Giant from the Unknown?
Okay.
And when we come back, we're going to find out what you're doing next.
I'm ready.
All right, off we go. Giant from the Unknown. We'll see you on the other side of the credits. Don't go away when the credits roll for the film, because we'll be sitting here with Tangela wondering where in God's name you went. So don't go away. See you soon. And that ends Giant from the Unknown. He fell off a bridge into a waterfall.
Sad.
Not so much.
Scary.
He was kind of a jerk,
Well,
right?
okay.
What'd you think of the film? Yeah, I didn't think she'd like it, because
You didn't like it, Tangela?
Oh, she didn't like it because
No.
the giant died. Yeah, she likes giants. I mean, that continue to hassle people.
You do, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
I see the
she does
smile on
not
your
like-
face. You like that.
She does not like the Jolly Green Giant. He's too nice. Yeah.
In the valley of the jolly.
And he goes, ho, 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 Green Giant. And, he stole that line from Santa Claus.
Ho, ho, ho.
Right. No. He did it to confuse children.
confused me. I
to get
thought-
them to eat his green beans, he made himself sound like Santa Claus. I don't know, I could be wrong, but that's what I think. Anyways, enough about the film. What are you doing next, Mr. Martin?
I am putting a band together to get some tours going and to support the movie when it comes out later this year.
Nice.
So I'm pretty darn busy right now. I'm a busy Buzzy.
A busy Buzzy.
Yes, sir.
And you can go see the bees.
I will go see the bees with
Busy
you. How's
Buzzy
that, man?
Bees.
We'll be buzzing
I will
with the
show you
bees
the bees.
together.
Nobody ever believes me.
Well, I'm
about
going to
the bee-
find out.
She did not believe me until
Well,
I actually showed her the bees.
I want you to show me. I want to see the
The
bees.
They're great. They're great. All right, and we can learn more about what you're doing, see your schedule, and buy your book by going to
You can just go to my website, which is buzzymartin.com. Real simple.
BuzzyMartin.com.
That's right.
And that will get
Facebook,
you
I'm on all of
links
it.
to your
All of it.
all of it.
Yeah,
right.
Facebook, I'm everywhere.
Tour guide,
Google me
everything.
up, and here I come.
There you go. There you go. Wonderful. All right. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show. You're
Yeah.
absolutely wonderful.
I
We're glad
appreciate it, man. Looking forward to it.
you watched the film with us. And next time you're in the area, let us know. Or if you end up landing here,
Right.
we can soon be neighbors.
I'm having a funny feeling that we may do that.
It could
buy
be
some
fun.
property, and we can have some barbecues and play some music, and Tangela and I can do some
Just
dancing.
don't tell her where you live because she has a trebuchet.
Okay, I won't do it.
Right. She's looking for a long distance target. poor John Provost.
I know. I see John from
You know-
time to time. He's the one that told me to come out here.
She sent a piano down to his front yard.
You did?
No, she could have injured somebody. She could have killed John. Imagine that.
No,
no
it's-
more
that's not
John
good.
Provost in the world.
And
That
she's
was what he said.
smiling.
Nobody said.
She thought that was good.
No, that's good news for him. All right, thank you again, Buzzy. As far as you guys go, thank you for watching our program. We know you could have been doing something more productive or having fun or visiting with your Aunt Helga, but instead you decide to stay with us, and that's absolutely wonderful, right? It is wonderful. So we'll see you next time. Next week, different movie, different guest. Don't know who, don't know what, but it'll be fun. Don't forget, we love you. See you next time. So, Buzzy, I'm intrigued by this idea of you starting a band. Is there a chance you can use another guitarist?
Well, I don't know about a guitar player, but could sure use a pipe organist.